Imagine the frustration crushing down on you when every effort you pour into your product, your service, your pitch is met by cold silence, lukewarm clicks, or shallow curiosity, not the explosive growth your gut screams is possible. You're staring at screens, tracking numbers that just refuse to climb, shaking your head thinking, why? Why does everyone else seem to crack the code while I'm stuck in the shadows? It's maddening, raw, that feeling of being on the edge, so close to breakthrough, yet chained down by invisible limits nobody warns you about. This is the brutal pit where many founders, leaders, and investors drown. A place where your confidence whispers, maybe they just don't trust you. Because here's the unfiltered truth nobody lays out plainly. People don't buy products, they buy trust. They chase stories that reflect their own fears, dreams, and toughest questions. Your biggest enemy isn't your offer. It's the suspicion buried deep inside every decision maker's mind screaming, can I actually bet on this? That brutal shadow of doubt will kill your conversion rates faster than any bad marketing campaign ever could. If the world could just whisper its secret about how real growth slams into place, how social proof isn't just some dusty marketing term, but the lifeblood that floods your funnel with the hungry, motivated, ready to act crowd. You'd tear through those barriers like a whirlwind. This isn't fluff. Social proof isn't about glitzy reviews or a handful of testimonials buried at the bottom of your page. It's your single most weaponized, emotionally charged power move. And if you wield it explosively, you will force growth like a tidal wave crashing over barren fields. Here's what makes it savage. Social proof triggers an ancient human reflex. Trust forged by seeing others win before you, by being told without question. It worked for them, it will work for me. But that's where most miss the point. It's not about copying what others do. It's about building an altar of truth that no one can ignore. So here's the savage strategy to make every second count. First, build unshakable narratives from your users. Not casual reviews that say, good product. These are stories soaked in struggle and triumph. Raw, real, relatable. Every quote, every clip, every mention must feel like a lightning strike, piercing the skepticism and rewiring the brain's survival system to react with, this is safe. Highlight your customers' faces, their emotions, their real words filmed like war testimonies. This isn't decoration. It's your frontline battalion breaking the enemy's resolve. The moment a potential client sees one person like them, struggling just like they are, then conquering the challenge with your solution, they stop resisting. This is the shockwave that sparks conversion. Next, inject velocity into those social proofs. Don't just gather last month's strongest stories and leave them to gather dust. Create a relentless engine where fresh, relevant social proof floods your channels every week, every day if you must. Live updates, fresh video testimonials, social media shoutouts, influencer moments. These not only build decay-resistant trust, but force your audience to keep leaning in. It's the difference between a stagnant river and a raging torrent. Stagnant trust dies. Rushing trust becomes unstoppable. But don't stop there. You must weaponize the ecosystem of proof around your offer. Use data like a precision blade. Show real numbers, user stats, growth charts that scream success and reliability. Numbers without stories are cold steel. Stories without numbers are flame without fuel. Fuse them. Build trust on a foundation so brutal, so empirical, yet so deeply human, it dismantles every single doubt like a wrecking ball through walls. Now, here's where it rips you out from being just another founder stuck in the noise. Create social proof that's impossible to fake or hide behind. Push your clients to share not only their wins, but failures before they used your solution. Make your brand synonymous with transformation, not trickery. When your audience feels the raw journey, blind spots exposed, weak points shattered, and then sees the undeniable embrace of your product or strategy lifting them out of the pit, they won't just buy your offer, they'll crave it. This is the secret source of conversions that explode overnight. And here's the brutal call to arms. Stop hiding social proof in small font and forgotten pages where no one can see it. Blast it front and center every chance you get. On landing pages, on sales calls, on social posts, in DMs. Let it bleed into every touch point. Let no potential partner or investor scroll past without stumbling over a reason, a proof, a solid story they can't unsee. Let them feel the heat of hundreds, thousands of people who dared to bet on you and won. That heat stokes their own deepest fire for success. Social proof isn't some fluffy marketing trick. It's your frontline army in a war you didn't know you were fighting. A battle for survival against doubt, skepticism, and inertia. Without it, you're yelling into the void. With it, you become a force the market bends to, a signal beacon in a world of noise. This is how real growth, the kind that obliterates limits and cuts through the bullshit, gets born. So here's the ultimatum. Create a movement around your proof. Engage your users as heroes and co-creators of your story. Turn every single success into a rallying cry. Make social proof your relentless, living heartbeat that pulses through everything you do. Not just to convince, but to ignite a paradigm shift where your audience feels at their core that they are part of an unstoppable wave moving towards something bigger than themselves. Because when that happens, conversion isn't a goal anymore. It's an inevitable consequence. The filled calendars, the overflowing inboxes, the skyrocketing revenue, they will come flooding in. Your growth explodes because you harnessed the most primal truth humans carry. Trust comes from the tribe, from knowing you're not alone, from seeing countless others walk the same path and blaze a trail across the impossible. So dismantle your doubts first. Strip off the old mental chains that say, I'm just one voice. Remember, growth strategy isn't just about getting clicks or leads. It's about building an ecosystem, a tribe, a legacy where every story shared is a brick in the fortress you build against failure. No more hiding behind polished ads or slick pitch decks. Social proof is raw, it's emotional, it's brutal honesty wrapped in undeniable results. It makes your audience drop their defenses like sheep, hungry for the chance to leap with you into the future. This is your secret weapon. Use it with fiery urgency, with patient consistency, with razor-sharp focus. Watch doubt evaporate into thin air, replaced by reckless belief in your vision. And when that belief swells, there is no limit to what growth you can ignite. Remember this. The marketplace doesn't reward the loudest. It rewards the most trusted. And trust only comes when you show the world your tribe, your transformation, your undeniable impact. Go. Build that proof. Show it like your life depends on it. Because in this brutal, beautiful game, social proof is the only real power that amplifies growth beyond any old strategy. No excuses, no delays. Start now.